welcome to another video. In today's video, this is the 2024 harvest. Look at everything I've got to grow this year. All right, it's like the 4th of August and it died. The mice didn't get at it again, but they got it so hard. So let's just see exactly what they did. Ooh, that was a cobweb. Sad. Very sad. It's kind of weird though. It happened like it was just kind of like croaking along. And then I fertilized. I don't know why fertilizing would do it when you look at how much just damage has been done here. Look at those branches just folded. Look at how high they went. They completely ate all the bark. Get better. All the way up. Completely all the way around. I think there's a term for that. And then look at those branches. They just literally just fell. Look how thin. That other one that's all, I mean, they just completely killed it. So, that was number 2 ice cream cake. So I guess it just wasn't meant to be to have any ice cream cake this year. And there was another one there too. I don't remember the name of the other one because they just sent it as a bonus. So this will now, that stalk might be a little on the thick side, but this is how you do this. You don't waste a thing. It's getting kind of gnarly in there. I haven't stirred it in a while. There we go. And the cycle continues. Whew. Oh, yeah, it stinks. Alright, so the oregano's looking pretty good, huh? So I just reach around and just kind of pull it up the sides so it can just kind of grow up. That's what I've been doing. Now, the onion here, I just noticed something on it. It's just kind of fascinating. If you look at the size of these seeds, okay, so this, I believe it already popped up when I transplanted it from over here to over here. Almost immediately, that one took off. So when I transplanted it, it set up a second one. Well, these little teeny things, they don't seem to be doing anything. Like they're not any seeds. And if you look at the sizes, like the sizes on those are so much bigger. So that's the fascinating part about that is before this had even bloomed or before anything, the onion already knew it wasn't going to be making seeds because of its situation over there. So it just sends us up for, I don't know, knowing it's not going to make any seeds, because I had one like this last year, no seeds, right? But then when it got transplanted, it's like, holy cow, I can do it now. And then it sends this one off, and those are so much bigger. Like it knew. It's just fascinating, right? Like as soon as it got transplanted, it was able to do that. And even though that wasn't completely done, it was far enough along where it wasn't going to make any seeds. The plant realized that and did another one. Super fascinating. So hopefully I'm going to have enough onion seeds to have a grip onions in here. I'm going to put some more fencing around the back of this, seal this thing, and then plant another thing of carrots here in like a week or so. Well, this one's looking like it's ready for some water. It's literally starting to wilt just a little bit. I'm being attacked by flies. I don't know if there's any bugs on these. No bugs. Oh, there's one little bug. Oh no, nothing major. And this one sure has come to life now that it gets all this more sun. Ooh, that looks like a white fly. Might be a spider. So, yeah, it just needed a little more sun. Now it's kicking butt. Hopefully it'll make up for the lack of ice cream cake. The mice destroyed. I was contemplating pulling this over here, cutting the bottom off, slipping the bottom out, and letting that thing mate up with that. I was thinking about it because that thing is wilted twice. Caught it wilting right in the morning, just starting. Not ideal. Actually, technically it is ideal. That's the perfect time to water it, but not ideal because I don't want to get things that close. And if it was on there, it would have a totally different situation. But I don't know. I'm probably just going to leave it. That's because what if I mess some up doing that, you know? It's always the question, am I going to break something? Trying to move it around. And it's doing all right, you know? This thing has fully been budding for 3 weeks, and nothing else is even showing signs of budding, which is just wild. Last year I had the blueberry muffin that budded before everything else and finished before everything else, drastically, like weeks. And that thing looks like it's going to be weeks before. I'm kind of hoping something starts budding soon, like, because I mean, it's already the first part of August, right? So they need 8 to 10 weeks, and that puts us freaking in October if they started budding today, right? So the end of October is doable around here, but it's been now 2 years in a row that I've been able to go into October, so yeah, see if I get lucky again. But man, I mean, it's massively different, right? It's 3+ weeks of budding already versus nothing. August 18th. It's a little windy. The oregano's looking a little, I don't know, it's getting cooler at night, not freezing, but it was just all vibrant like this. Now it's starting to, I don't know, hopefully it's all right. Got these beds completely sealed. There is no entrance for mice. Carrots planted. Wind has been nuts. So the first time yet that I've put out mouse traps and I got no mice from traps last night, which it's been just dozens and dozens and dozens of mice that I've killed in the past couple months. It's just been insane. Almost to the point where I feel confident enough to remove the screens. Because if I put out all these mouse traps and I didn't get any mice, they're coming in straight for the peanut butter. They're licking it off, they're getting away with it, or they're dead. And over here you can see this is all lifted up. The wind was so crazy, it actually lifted this section up. And yeah, it's not going back down. That's its new which is going to make a great little tunnels for critters. But yeah, I mean, the wind was like, I don't know what the actual gust, it says it's going to be a gust of up to 46. This is such a dainty little plant. It's just all the leaves are dainty and it's dainty, and it got two completely broken off branches from the wind yesterday. One was completely just broken off and just thrown down over there, like, wow. So here we are with this thing that's like 5 weeks or something budding, and the buds just don't really look that good. There's no real sugar leaf going on, which all those little leaves right there should have like crystals all over them if this was any good. So I don't know what. Yeah, it's the gamble of planting seeds. You know, after I don't even know how long, it might turn into something decent. We'll see, but it's really starting to make me a little concerned that we're at August 18th and nothing has started yet. And it's cooling off for a week or so, which is nice. We'll see if it gets super cool, but I sure would like to see this stuff going. And because right now, I don't remember all the specifics, but I think 2 of these need 10 weeks. And that's like November now. They got to be going in November. And that's unrealistic. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I hope these things start to bud soon. If they don't, I might have just grown a whole ton of leaves. I mean, last year I got some strains that seemed to be okay, and they all made it. All right, here we are, August 25th. I've actually harvested some oregano. I got this entire bed now is mouse proof. I've completely freaking nailed it. The mice scene has been nuts. I've killed dozens of mice. It's just disgusting. But I think they're under control now. So I took out the fences, the mice blocking fences, and boy did that cause a whole nother problem, right? So this one has taken some huge damage, like this whole section here. Was it that section? Yeah, that whole section fell, broke off, and another broke off over there because they were laying on that fence, right? This was the worst. This entire, all that looks weird, that's because all that went crunch. That was all broken down. I don't know if it's gonna come back or not. You know, I've had these branches either die or not die. I mean, this branch here is looking like it's okay, but the plant that was there that got eaten by the mice, that took like a week to die. So just because that looks good and that looks good, because that just happened today, and that happened a couple days ago. So just because they look good now doesn't mean they aren't just going to be completely dead. But they separate, they crack. This one has lost a lot. This is a real delicate plant. I was actually watching this video of somebody else growing, and what they do is they have this other fence that's got like 6-inch holes in it, you know, huge. And they'll put that around so it can grow through and be supported. Which, you know, I'm like, yeah, tomato cages are such a must. But yeah, the tomato cage is really not doing anything other than keeping it from like blowing over, but the individual branches are completely free to break off if whatever, you know, happens. So not ideal, and I blame that all on the mice, because if I hadn't had to put those things there in the first place, the branches wouldn't have grown weak by laying on them. So, you know, it's just all something. I actually think there is a mouse. Yeah, one right there. They don't stop. It's weird. It's like there's mice from over there, and then there's mice from over there. Like, I think I killed all those mice because they don't come after these traps on this side anymore. It's only this side where the traps are set off now. I don't know, mice are weird. So this thing, I pulled it away from the fence. I shouldn't have put it so close to the fence, but I did. And so now it is growing sideways because it was a little higher, so it was tilted. But I don't know, this stuff is so weird. It's been budding for like almost 6 weeks or something like that. And there's really no sugar leaf, right? I mean, it really doesn't have like some awesome looking, it doesn't, you know, we'll see, but I think everything's budding now. We had a couple days of like rainy, cloudy weather, and it seems like this one and this one are for sure budding. These are budding for sure. I'm pretty sure that's budding, but look at this. This whole branch. It's such a big chunk that broke. Ugh. I can only imagine if I could get a year where I don't have any problems. I mean, this could just be crazy. At this point, I'm hoping to expand this garden. And this is gonna be everything. But there's a ditch that goes around here. And hopefully this winter. And then, because this is kind of small, I'd like to space them out like hugely, you know, like have like 15 feet around it, each one. That would be awesome. But we will see. I don't know why those leaves are twisting all weird like that. So weird. I wonder if it has to do with the fact that I just took that move. Oh, that's weird. That leaf kind of feels like dried out or something. Huh. Yeah, these feel like they're dried out. That's weird. Huh. That is so weird. Like, why is that doing that? Huh. I wonder if it's wilting because I didn't water it enough. Oh boy, there's no room over here anymore. I have this little gizmo. Oh no, that's fine. Huh. Who knows? Well, I'm sure somebody knows. I just don't know. All right, there's the August. Oh, let's look at the fertilizer too. Because this is, I just added some new stuff. I got this. Oh! Ugh. Alright, I threw some of that in there. Because my fish stuff wasn't in, and I was like, you know, why not just change it up a little bit? I just mixed it up, but it does seem to be a little on the dead side. It doesn't have the crazy froth. Although I've been knocking the froth down because it was getting maggots in it really bad and it's like gross. So I was like, I just kept killing it, which smushing it down in there, which may be why is it's being attacked by a fly. Maybe why there's not a crust growing because I kept decrusting it. But yeah, if you look here, you know, it's definitely doing good. Oh, the onions. The onions. No. The onions are onion. So that entire, there is not a viable seed in that. And all the ones here that look like that are also not viable seeds. So look how few actual seeds I'm gonna get off this thing here. It's kind of wild, but I think I will get seeds here eventually. I don't know how long it's gonna take them before they're done, but yeah. Oh, look at the mushrooms. Yeah, this is actually it's pretty impressive that there's already mushrooms growing in these beds because this is just months old. So, like, I built this in like February or March or something like that. And to get mushrooms growing in less than a year, that's that. A little bit of that fertilizer because I put all kinds of, I bought a whole bag originally of some stuff that went in there. I don't remember what it was, but I think it had something to do with mycelium growth. But I found mushrooms growing over here and I threw those in there too. So all the mycelium stuff is in there and it inoculated this and got it growing. I don't know what kind of mushrooms those are, but you know, that's just healthy soil. If you're growing mushrooms, you can grow anything. Well, that's not really, it just means your soil's doing good. That's why I'm kind of pro low beds, because if you get these beds that are really high, like these beds have the potential to talk to these beds through the mycelium network that grows in a healthy organic garden, okay? If that bed was this tall, the likelihood of the topsoil in this bed being able to communicate with all that over there, highly unlikely. That's why you keep them low, like this. Mounds, and, you know, I'm building a new one over here. That's my, where I buried my dead cat. And then I'm gonna take this here, I'm gonna fill all that in, and I'm gonna put another little circle of rocks up on the middle. And so that'll be a 2-tier, and I don't know what I'll put in there, probably flowers. Since unfortunately there was a dead cat planted there, I don't think I'll turn that into like an herb garden or anything. I'll probably just plant flowers that'll come back in there every year. That's the concept. I've been working on that a little bit. I'm not trying to dig up the dead cat. Stuff has been digging in there, trolley going, like from the prairie dogs to the coyotes and the dogs, like everything just goes after whatever. It's just a crazy free-for-all out here in the freaking middle of nowhere. All right,